What is up, YouTube? Jersey Joe here, and today's episode of Kaijudo Chat, we are going to be talking about the KMC that happened over in Bedford, Texas. The date of that was October 12th, 2013. Sorry the lighting isn't good today. My room isn't really good at lighting at nighttime, and I put the flare on, but the flare on my phone directly in my face just really hurts my eyes. But anyway, so yeah, on to the KMC. This is my second KMC total so far in both seasons. I just haven't got a chance to get out much due to expenses. If I could, I would go to every KMC possible. But this is my second KMC total in Bedford, Texas. Playing at Legends, a really awesome store up there. I love being there. I would have footage for you guys, some vlogs, and all the rounds I played in. But for some reason, my phone or SD card decided to corrupt all that. So I got home. I put on my PC and it just said no. I guess I gotta go out and buy like a brand new SD card. I'm actually kind of afraid to make this video right now, so let's hope for the best. Anyway, so let's talk about the KMC. It was on the Saturday, and it was 6 rounds, top 8, 40 players, 5 from Austin, us. It was me, Brandon, his girlfriend Cami, along with Jacob and JD Bauer. You guys know JD. JD got second up in Louisiana KMC. Congrats to you, JD. And it's awesome. Team Austin represents strong. We're still there. 3 people from San Antonio showed up. It was really awesome to see. I haven't seen those guys in quite a while, so seeing them come up was awesome. It was really good seeing Chris and Steven again competing as always. Anyway, so let's break it down at the beginning. So round 1 for me, I played against Ryan Bishop against his Haven deck, and this is my first time playing against the meta or Haven in general. Besides at locals, but at locals we haven't got enough cards to make Haven yet. So this is really my first time playing against the meta, and with my Fire Nature Rush, I did surprisingly well. I mean, I went 2-4, which kind of sucks, but I was hanging in there. I mean, there could have been some change. Like I should have went with Crimson Wyvern, and I just couldn't get a hold of him. If I had Crimson Wyvern in those couple of games, I definitely would have been able to win a few more rounds, at least, especially against Jacob. But anyway, back to round 1. So using his Haven deck, and in that round, I went 2-0. It was mainly because he had a slow start. He didn't really have the pressure on the field. And I just, since I had the Rush deck, I pretty much, every turn was just dropping creatures and my Double Breakers and my Gale Flame, so I end up, hitting his shields and didn't really have a whole lot of shield blast. But it was fun playing against Ryan. It was a good time. He ended up doing well the rest of the KMC, so congrats to Ryan. Round 2, I went against Darrell. Now this, you guys can go see. Carl Reddish, aka Thunder Sultan here on YouTube, recorded that round. I'll put the link down in the description of that round. And while you're at it, subscribe to that man. Carl Reddish is such an amazing friend. He's a good friend of mine, and he puts his heart out there to Kaijudo. He's so into it. He does all the stuff he can do. He brings the best coverage. You saw him, last season. Watsy had him do a whole lot of support and commentary. So I want to say go see him and go check out the rest of Team Peach. They're awesome guys. I love hanging out with Carl. Hopefully I can see the rest of Team Peach up at Irvine for the championships. But yeah, round 2, I went 2-1 against Jarrell. It was, again, another fun round. I, again, was rushing all 3 rounds. I end up hitting laser arm, so I just pretty much had the advantage. But, like I said, I don't know how to describe that one because you guys can go hit the description, check that out. Watch it after this video, or vice versa. If you guys have 2 screens, something, it's whatever. But it was a lot of fun. And round 3, I played against my good friend Scott Rivers, man. Oh, he went up with Megabugs, and what a deck. It was just so good. It was a lot of pressure was put on me. And the funny thing was, he was afraid of the pressure I was putting on. So it was back and forth, but I ended up going 0-2. Scott took the whole thing. But it was just a lot of fun. He pretty much had a counter. He pretty much, had a more field advantage. Every turn he could play 2 or 3 creatures compared to mine just playing 1 or 2, and he pretty much had the advantage. I mean, towards the end, it was so fun. Towards the end of the last round, I mean, he was going after my shields. He had 4 attackers. I think I had 2 or 3 shields. I had 2 Tornado Flames. I was trying to get rid of his attackers. It just wasn't working. And then he stopped and he goes, wait, before I attack, I want to reveal this last card. If it was any kind of Shield Blast, I probably would have taken it. But flipped it over. It was just a Steam Tank. And the amount of stress that was released from him at that moment was just hilarious. Like, he was so relieved. But it was a fun game. Like, it was just going back and forth. And he's a really great player. He's really progressed a lot. He actually went up going top 4 at Bedford. His first time going top 8 ever in any game. So congrats to you, Scott. You were amazing. You definitely, it was worth it. I'm glad that you beat me. You made it worth it. Hopefully one day I'll be able to go top 8 at one of these KMCs. I would love to. At least top 8. At least. But that was round 3. Now, it was a little bit of a break, and then round 4 started. Now, my whole goal after this was at least go 4-2. That was my goal, at least, because I didn't think I was going to win anymore, 5-1, because I just knew I was going to lose again. I felt it. But if my goal was 4-2, I maybe had a shot of going top 8. But even though I went 2-4, actually nobody who went 4-2 went top 8. It was like 5-1 and 6-0s who managed top 8, because we know it's only 40 players, and some dropped out, I think. So, going into round 4, I played against Jacob. And his deck was such a trolley deck. He's a smart builder. He can build really great decks, and he just chooses not to, so he builds like these most ridiculous decks ever. He built pretty much, we call it Ban Bottle Wishes. It ran 3 Bottle Wishes, 40 card deck, 9 Monarchs. So the whole goal of the deck was to pretty much hit Bottle as a trigger and just bring out Monarchs and just show how ridiculous Bottle Wishes is, to the point where we should either ban it or restrict it to 1. And his deck pretty much proved that. It was so bad. Again, like I said, this game, if I had at least 1 Wyvern, if I can just play 1 Wyvern during that whole game, I would have won, because he had nothing but blockers and my field was empty. If I could have just played Wyvern, I would have won, because he had no shields all the games. But he went up going 2-0. He beat me. I went 0-2. But it was a lot of fun. It was definitely fun to play against Jacob. Jacob actually went and got 2nd place at the championships, which is awesome. It's kind of funny. It's in Louisiana. 2nd place went to J.D. Bauer, who is part of Team Austin, and then 1st place went to Robbie Herbert, who is part of Cyberlore Games. And then over here, 2nd place went to Jacob of Austin, and then 1st place went to Joe Bass of Cyberlore Games. It's like a continuous cycle. It's kind of funny. But yeah, so I went 2-2, so I was like, okay, I got 2 more rounds. I think I got this. But of course, I didn't know about the whole 4-2, not top 8ing. So I played against Scott. I'm going to call him Scott P. His last name I forgot. But I played against Scott P. And he's kind of a newish player, but oh my gosh, he was again playing a Haven deck. And all 3 games, every single one of his shields were blast. This pretty much would have made Carl Reddish happy. All of his shields were blast. Either really good ones or something like Sprout. It was just ridiculous. So because of that, he hit it. He hit bottles. He got into Haven and pretty much took over the field. All 2 games. I won 1 at least, but I wound up losing that one, and I was just like, ugh. So that happened, and then I went and played against the Doctor, of course, and he went another. Was it? Yeah, it was Haven, and he went up 2-0ing me, and that one, his deck was just total control. It was just literally like, I'll play a creature, and like he had just spells every turn. He just had Aqua Stride on the field. That's all he needed, because every time I play a creature or lay down something, he would Bone Blade, Terror Pit, Mesmerize. He didn't have to do anything. He just would just play cards. It was just ridiculous. It was perfect control. So hats to you, Doc. You did good on that one. And that was it for me. So I went up going 2-4 at this KMC, but I had fun. I mean, I went up. I got my set of promo Sabretooth, which is awesome. I love finally having Sabretooth as promo. So now I have promo Sabretooth, promo Blaze Belcher. So I have my Saber Blaze look. But my deck did do better than I thought it would. I didn't think my Furniture Rush would perform well during this KMC against his meta, though I never had a chance to practice against his meta. But it did well. I feel confident with my deck. Like I said, the only changes I would make would to add Wyvern if I get the chance. I need to get him and put him in there as soon as possible. And I went on and Scott let me borrow Blaze Trail, Gila Flame, and I haven't got a chance to use him yet. So I don't know. I'm trying to make it to he be my turn 5. That way, I can lay down a fast stack double breaker every turn after him and hopefully go for shields, but we'll see. I'll explain more about that in the deck profile that I will upload later on this week. Maybe tomorrow I'll upload the deck profile of my Fire Nature Rush. Not much has changed since the last one, but I definitely want to talk about it and stuff, and make more coverage and videos of Kaijudo chat, since you guys seem to like Kaijudo chat on my channel. But yeah, that was it. So far, that's all the KMC I can do the rest of this season. I'm definitely going to Irvine, Texas for the championships. Hopefully, my buddy Brandon Cammy will go. He seemed pretty bummed out over this KMC. He's not a fan of the meta right now. He's driving 2 hours up to Dallas and spending $20 and not really walking home on anything. To him, it feels like the way. So I love it. I spend all the money I want to. I love just hanging out with the group. You guys are a blast in Dallas, Fort Worth, and San Antonio. You guys are just a great crowd to hang out with. It's just fun. Like, it just sucks. Like, if I had my own car, I would have stayed all night. But of course, I'm with Brandon, and we have a time we have to go. Like, if I could, I would have just stayed all night. You guys are a really fun crowd to hang out with. I'm definitely gonna have fun hanging out in Irvine with you guys. But so we'll see how that goes. I'll make, like I said, I'll do coverage of that. I'll get a brand new video card, 16 gigs. I don't know, clean it up, and I will do my best to get the most coverage I can out of that. But of course, if I don't, you have Carl Reddish, you have Earth Power and CVH and TKC. They're all going to be there, guaranteed, at the championship. So if I don't have any coverage, they will. So that's it, guys. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. Like and post a comment if you thought this video was awesome town. Follow me on Twitter at JoeOaks90. Follow Carl Reddish on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. All that fun stuff, because he's, like I said, he does really awesome coverage and he loves being on Twitter. And then while you're at it, follow the rest of Team Beach, CVH, Earth Power, all of them. Go ahead and have fun and all of them and support this game. This game is getting better and better. The support that Wizard of the Coast is doing is amazing, and it just makes me love the game even more. So yeah, you guys continue on being rocking and continue to own the zone. This is Jersey Joe and signing off. Yay!